1 is deleting photos manually. Number 2 is deleting all the apps on the phone. Number 3 is buying extra cloud storage. These 3 mistakes can never free up your iPhone storage. Instead, use Cleanup. Open this.
All right, we're back. We're back. We got 2 people in right now and more people coming on here. You don't have to get on camera if you don't want to. On YouTube on camera. But, let me see.
Shit.
Godiva, go ahead. How are you? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hey, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good. What do you have for me? What value do you bring to successful men?
So, first, I would like to say I love your show. I've just recently started watching.
Okay.
I'm
Appreciate
loving. No problem. So I would say that it's not a one size fits all. I definitely like to gauge the person I'm dealing with to see what it is they need in their life.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 29.
All right. Well, let me say one thing that I understand. You like to gauge the person, but there's a presumption there. What is a presumption?
Oh, is this not a rhetorical?
No. What is the presumption? No. You say I like to gauge the person, see what they need, right?
Yes.
The presumption is that they are choosing you and letting you give that kind of time.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I absolutely do.
So how can you? So let's say you see Keith, you see Marcus. How do you gauge what Keith or Marcus needs if he doesn't step to you?
Very true. Okay. All right. Well, one thing that I know that I do bring is the way that I interact with people, the way I make a man feel. So I like to speak life into people. That has always been something for me in my life. Positive affirmations, just being somebody's peaks, just understanding that. So.
Okay. Well, that's great. Have you ever dated a high value man?
Who took that like away?
Okay.
Put that like back up there.
I'm also calling from Toronto, so
okay.
It's not. Yeah.
Well, one thing I hear often from women is, after they pick me, then I do these things. But how does he know to pick you in order for you to speak life into him? How do you separate yourself from the pack?
Wow.
See,
I don't.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. You see, that's the question, because you ladies, most women come at this thing as though it's a foregone conclusion that they're just the best option and guys are going to pick them.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand where you're coming from.
But that's not true. Jordan? So, do you want to get married, Godiva?
I do.
Okay. Any children? You want any children?
I do.
How many?
Honestly, I've thought about maybe 2 or 3. Depends on what we're looking at, how we want to live our lives, maybe. Yeah.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
Significant? No, but I'm not going to lie, I've always thought that I would want to step out the house and just to do something, that I'm not just twiddling my thumbs at home.
Yeah, but is your money going to make a market?
Oh, I really hope not.
All right. So in honesty, at 29 years old, how are you going to go about finding a man who makes the kind of money you're confident and becoming his wife?
So, like I said, I have been watching your videos. I have just started seeing a therapist. I have made sure that I've kept in good contact with my dad. So my parents divorced a while ago, but I get my dad's advice about the guys I date. I try my best to get advice from men. I know that a lot of the time we get a lot of really ill-fated advice from like other women, so that's what I've been trying to do. I make sure I work out.
How many times a week are you doing that?
4 times a week.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
I'm a size 6.
How much did you weigh last time?
154.
You want to say that that needs to come down?
Oh shit!
Really? My BMI is right on track.
Who?
My BMI, body mass index, yeah.
Okay. Professional image consultant, right? So, what is the average height for a man in North America, United States? It's the same in Canada.
No, of course. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I know it. I don't know the average.
Okay. Average height is around about 5 foot, 9.5, 5 foot 10. How much does he weigh?
I would say about 200 pounds.
Absolutely.
Oh, how much does he weigh?
168 pounds.
Really?
Check out the expanded strength equipment at Planet Fitness. Join the club today. Save $28 or more.
The average woman in North America 70 years ago was 5'4". She was 120 pounds. The average height of a man in North America back in those times was the same height. He was 165 pounds. There's a 45-pound difference between healthy men and healthy women. Okay? So, move that to 2015. Man's weight has jumped up from 165 pounds to a whopping 168 pounds. He's gained a massive 3 pounds in 70 years. Ridiculous, a massive 3 whole pounds. But women have gone from 120 pounds to 160 pounds. Women have jumped up in weight. That's across the board. And we change it for African American women, it jumps up to almost 190. So at 5'7", 154 pounds. All right. You weigh about as much as a man would at your height. Healthily. Let's see. And that's going to be an issue because men look at women as potential.
Yeah.
When you get married, let's say you were to get married and get pregnant and have a child, how many pounds do you think you would gain in your pregnancy?
A healthy weight is about 20.
But healthy, but how typical is healthy?
Very true, but yeah, no, you're right.
So it's 30 to 50.
Oh.
30 to 50 for the first child.
Oh, okay.
30 to 50 for the first child. And does all that weight tend to come off? Not likely. It's late in your 20s. But it certainly doesn't come off child after child after child. 3 children, you're looking at putting on about 30 to 40 pounds after that third kid. So what would the end result of a husband could expect from a woman who's your rough weight? That's almost 200 pounds. But see, if you were down at a healthy weight,
it gives me a little bit more wiggle room, literally.
Right. So I don't understand why so many of you ladies today just simply have allowed the concept of women's body weight things to just get so out of whack, and it actually hampers. I'll put it that way. Jordan, unmute yourself.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
So, what do you think on the topic?
In regards to like what I bring to the table.
Yes. You can stay on.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Well, just a little context. I'm 21 and I currently attend Emory, in Atlanta. So I think what I bring to the table personally is I'm very well connected. I have a very magnetic energy, able to network well, very adaptable, strong emotional intelligence, very graceful and very put together. And I definitely think my environment has contributed to that. So for me, that's what I bring.
Okay. You said you're 21?
Yeah, no, 20, sorry. I'm turning 21 in December though.
Okay. Yeah, you're young for this. So, are you wanting to be married and have children and all that stuff?
I do.
Do you want to work after you're pregnant?
No, I don't think so. Not after I'm pregnant. I want to homeschool. So that's kind of my aspiration. Yeah.
All right. So here in Atlanta, are your mother and father married?
They were for 13 years.
Truck was sold, Dash.
So, are you actively dating anyone?
No.
I'm not.
All right. So the network you're talking about and things like that, I don't know what you're referring to, but at 20 years old, I mean, not wanting to work, that's a certain caliber of man. You date older men?
I have.
Okay. You have, and how old is the oldest man you dated?
Let's see, 24, 25.
Hey, girl.
Well, old for me at the time.
See, I mean, do you know how much money would a man have to make to a wife like you?
Like kids.
So it's still not working. Understand how the math works. Even if you want to work for a year or two, once the kids start, you want to stop. So it means not working.
Right.
So just go ahead and say, I don't want to work. And that's the way the math works.
I don't want to.
Huh?
I don't want to.
You don't want to work?
No, not. Well, I do, but at the same time, I really want to homeschool. So.
All right. So what I'm saying is, you ladies need to stop being multi-minded. You need to just stand on what it is. I don't want to work. All right, then. How many kids? 3?
Founding father Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain."
2?
Yes, 3.
All right. So, what area of Atlanta? If you lived in Atlanta, what area of Atlanta would you like to live in?
Let's see.
You're 5'7" and 145 pounds is the average size of a boxer.
With that smoke detector going on.
So just understand, boxers are around 145 pounds, 145 pounds. So go ahead. I mean, you don't want to live in Bankhead, do you?
Oh, absolutely not.
So let's get to it.
I would like to say somewhere between Buckhead and the Emory area.
Right. And how much would a man need? What do you think a man would need to make therefore to live in Buckhead? Have a wife. Hold on. Have a wife that stays home and can homeschool 3 children.
Yeah.
How much money does he need to make in?
I would just say like 400.
How many 24-year-old men do you make $400,000 legally?
I know maybe like 1, but definitely not very many.
Legally?
Yes.
What does he do for a living?
He works at like a venture capital firm, but he's like the program director. So.
At 24.
Yes. Sorry, 26, but yeah, in that area.
Yeah. Okay. So, you see the first thing? You said you were dating an older, but the kind of money you're talking about, how old do you think a man needs to be to make $400,000 a year? Average age.
Oh, I'm gonna say like 50.
In his 40s.
Oh, 48.
In his late 30s, 40s, or 50s. So. Okay. So, are you looking to marry a man who's 40?
No.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind.
See, this is that settling talk. See, you wouldn't mind because he has the money, but It wouldn't be your.
No, I don't think that's it. I genuinely, I feel like since I was a little bit younger, I've always kind of talked to older men, so it wouldn't be like out of the ordinary for that to also happen.
Right, but so do older men approach you?
Yes.
But you've never dated one.
Nope.
So listen to what you're saying. I want a lifestyle that a man would have to be at least in his 40s to afford. And then he's going to have to make himself in the top 5% of earners in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to make $400,000 a year, you're in the top 5%. Almost the top 1%. You're talking about, you know, I know men that make that kind of money, you know. And
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
yeah, you've never dated one.
No.
So, what do you bring to a man of that age and that level of income, that level of time?
I mentioned before, but
Okay, but
I
I mean,
think
I'm just
for
saying,
that
I'm just
age-
being honest. I mean, somebody my age, what do I need with your network at 20 years old?
mm,
You need my network. I don't need your network.
that's true. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And that's the questions I'm trying to get you ladies to start asking.
Right.
See, ma'am, you're asking for an extremely small fraction of me. And why do you need that?
Mm-hmm.
Because
The thing is, I genuinely don't feel like I need that, but
no, ma'am, you do need it if you want to live in Buckhead.
Mm-hmm.
See, what it is you're saying.
Song stuck in your head? Download the Google app to figure out what it is. Tap the mic and then hum a bit.
You didn't know in the lower income part of town. You want a upper middle class or lower upper class lifestyle. I mean, you expect to own a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of car would you expect to drive you and your children in?
Maybe like a Porsche truck.
Me laughing, but here's the thing. I need you ladies to start asking yourself, what do I bring to a man who's making $400,000 a year?
You see that Fox run past?
In the neighborhood that I'm in right now, driving a Porsche truck. What do you bring? because that's what you want, and I'm cool with that's what you want, and I'm not judging it. What I'm asking you is what value do you bring to him?
Other than
And
vagina.
what these first two calls have kind of shown is you ladies don't really do that a good job at understanding what a man at the level you want wants. So how do you expect that to? So Godiva, I'm gonna unmute you. How do you expect? Because Godiva, you were saying that I'm good at basically inspiring and giving and loving. How do you guys expect to get chosen first?
I expect to get chosen first because I'm teachable. I've been teachable. I'm a very quick learner, and yeah.
Why didn't you say you dated a high value man before? Why didn't he keep you?
To be honest, he had been divorced, and it kind of went topsy-turvy when it came to talks of like marriage. One minute he was serious, the next minute wasn't, and so I had to walk away from that situation.
Oh, you left him after how long?
It was about a year and a half.
But you knew he was divorced within the first month of dating.
On the first date.
So they can't be. So you left him because he.
No. So what I'm saying is, basically, on our first date, he let me know like he had been married previously, and I thought it was very honest. Because a lot of people shy away from telling you those kind of things. So.
No, they don't.
Oh, really?
No, they don't. My group I got 600 people in the group, and every man in there wants to be married.
No, I'm saying that he had been married, but he was.
And I have basically, men who want to marry aren't shy about talking about marriage or divorce or anything.
Okay.
What you're kind of showing is that you don't really, you have some preconceived notions about, because you said men are this way, men are that way, and basically, sounds to me, hold on, listen. Just because men who want to marry know they want to marry and they go into it. Did he say he wanted to get married, or did he say he was open to marriage?
He said he wants to be married again.
All right. He wanted to be married again. And were you guys dating one another exclusively?
In the beginning, no. But within the second or third month, it became exclusive.
All right. And he wanted to get married. Did he say he wanted to marry you?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. I just kind of realized, for him at least, I can't speak for every man. I just started to realize it wasn't as serious as I thought it was. And I kind of felt like the rebound, like he had just gotten divorced.
All right, man. Let me stop you. Because, again, this is on you. Because if the man said he wanted to be married, and you guys weren't dating exclusively for the first 2 or 3 months, why did you date a man exclusively
that didn't want to get
2
married?
or 3 months later who did not want to marry you? Who said he wanted to be married?
Well, I can honestly say that I made a mistake with that relationship. I was
that's fine. But what I'm trying to get you to also understand is I don't think you really get. He may have been a higher earner, but that doesn't necessarily put him into the category of the guys I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, I'm not really hearing that you're teachable in these things, but that's. still, I mean, are you openly out there trying to compete and get a husband?
Nope.
Yes, pre-COVID, I would make sure that I go out and everything like that, get dressed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is why, but you're gonna have to do more.
Yes, I've been looking.
You got to do much more because you're danger zone. I got a 20-year-old woman on, and she's, that's her picture. She's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
That's your competition. Y'all still talk about the same caliber of man.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really sense the sense of urgency with a lot of women, black women in particular, about finding this elite level husband that you all seem to want. And honestly, you don't even seem to know him. He's just a wallet and a fantasy, but I'm willing to talk about it.
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Buy any large pizza at regular menu price, get one large one-topping pizza for free.
What's going on? What is going on, man? Nieces and nephews, kinfolks and cousins, your godfather is back, and the house is
In the house.
packed. Are we doing good? Big Shirley can cook her ass off. Her gout and her rheumatiz might be flaring up, but other than that, that's the problem. What are we talking about tonight? Hold on. What are we talking about tonight? I want you guys to notice, I put a post up on IG, and it was a very insightful post. And I actually put another post up here recently, but I'm gonna tell you where it all started from. It all started from the concept of women sacrificing for something. And I asked the question to women, what are you willing to do? I put it out there, this post. 22 million jobs. 22 million jobs were lost. Or 22 million jobs were quit in the last 2 months. 22 million jobs. We are going through what is being called the Great Resignation. That means people are quitting. And you know who's leading the way? What coronavirus showed the world? What coronavirus showed the world? Showed the world that everybody don't need to be in these offices. Companies have realized that productivity has not dipped. Productivity has stayed the same. This is why New York City will never be the same again. Everybody living in New York City realized they're living there to be close to work. But now you have mobile phones and high-speed internet connection. So now companies are like, why do we need to pay these millions of dollars in rent? And then more importantly, women are starting to realize, why am I becoming...
Guys, welcome to the Vlad Catcher Show, the #1 show for founders, execs, and entrepreneurs who are scaling their businesses. And what we do is we find the best software on the internet.
Women are asking themselves, being a school teacher as a woman, working as a school teacher, putting my kid in daycare, going to work to teach someone else's kids, to come home, to pick my kids up from daycare, to see them for a little bit. Women are starting to recognize, one, I didn't want to go to school and have a job. I didn't want to go to school to have a job. I didn't want to have all this responsibility no way. And it is better to work part-time for my man than full-time out here. That is what is happening. And I was asking a friend of mine the other day, his sister. I said, let's look at it. The she session, female recession happens along with the Great Resignation. all these women are leaving customer service, retail, restaurants. People are having a hard time finding employees, right? All these people continue to leave. What is the workforce going to look like as women leave? And the only way you can leave as a woman is if you have a man. The workforce is going to look like men and unmarried women. And what group of women is the most unmarried? Right now, before coronavirus, 1 in 4 black women expect to be married. Well, I want you to fast forward 5 years from now. If women are starting to leave the workforce, marriage filings in this country were at a 50-year high in 2019. In 2020, every other group was getting married because other women, while feminism and womanism, equality and all this other kind of stuff was a nice talking point, a lot of these other women are like, I'd rather be at home. I'd rather be at home with my man. Fast forward to this question. Fast forward to what happened. And I put it up on Instagram. There was a woman in there said, I've done too much to sacrifice for my career. That's what she said. She said, well, you know what? That sounds good and well and all, but I've done too much to sacrifice for my career. That's what she said. Did it not post? It didn't post. Anyway, she said, I've done too much to sacrifice for my career. So I'll put the post up later. So this is what it looks like. And Pa Nama says, I'm sorry, but I sacrificed too much to leave my career. That was her response when I said 22 million jobs were quit in the last 2 months. That was her response, okay? And my response to her was enjoy age 55. Okay? That post, that comment has 147 replies. Let me skip all the way down to the punchline. No disrespect intended. Okay? Let me skip all the way down to the punchline. No disrespect intended. But the woman who says, I'm sorry, but I sacrificed too much to leave my career is a social worker. Makes $55,000 a year. And my question is this. A man is worth less than $55,000 a year in a civil service job. I want you guys to go look at the replies because she was defending her position. I thought she was going to say something like, I'm a physician, I'm an attorney, I'm a cardiologist. I mean, I'm thinking she's going to say something with high 6 figures, lots of public capital, a lot of influence. I mean, vice president of mergers and acquisition at Goldman, like that one sister who was in New York who said, I'm like
hit that like button.
She spent 2 years going to work at the Big Four. This woman is a social worker. And understand, that is a job using your emotional capital to make sure other people's family situation is okay. And it uses up all of what you got. And what's your return? What's your get back? It's not $355,000. It's $27 an hour. And see, this is what I mean. Let's look at this person right here.